Hi Archons, and welcome back to Keyflux Adventurer of the Crucible. I'm having another lovely beer tonight, a very special Danish beer for the 10th anniversary of Game of Thrones from House Mikkeller. Very tasty. Not gonna have a beer every night for every game, but at the moment I'm enjoying it. Ah, lovely. Alright, so now let's carry on with our discovery of the secrets of the deep. Okay, let's go with this guy here. What have we got? The other side. Okay, we have Mrs. Emil I. Müller. Sanctum Starlion Saurian. Nice. Let's see what kind of deck this will be. Up. Archon card. And shuffle. It's quite fitting that I'm drinking Game of Thrones beer on the day right after the release of The Abyssal Conspiracy. Drinking a beer from a show full of conspiracies and scheming that we all know unfortunately ended on a massive note of disappointment, but oh well, what can you do? Alright, here we go. Barrister Joya, okay, another Barrister Joya with 2 captures icon, interesting. Technobabble, stun a creature and each neighbor. Consul Primus with a draw icon, lovely. Magistra Vita and City State Interest. Okay, so play rate, you may exalt a friendly non-Saurian if you do reprieve it. Consul Primus with a draw. Is that something we want as a starting hand? I don't know. I kind of would want to use his ability, and that's more of a mid-game thing. And the Barrister Joyas obviously, well, this one especially would come in handy later on. So, yeah, let's shuffle. Let's mulligan. But 2 Barrister Joya, damn, that's a good start. Strong denial right there. Alright. A little bit of strength. Pure melted Iron Throne. Alright, Faust the Great, yay! And then Venator Altum. Taxing Journey. Science of Keyraken. And Siren Horn with a ton of announcements, a capture and a damage pip. That's cool. Alright, then I guess I could... I don't want to start with the Siren Horn, so I think the right start here might be to go with Science of Keyraken. Because that will not be useful, that I want not to play on the first turn. I mean, if I attach it to Venator Altum, I'll deal the damage to the armor, so it won't do anything, but let's, yeah, I think I'll go with that. General Salvador, providing the announcements, and Magistra Vita. Nice. Okay. And now for the Keyraken. Here we go. Behold his grandeur! The Keyraken gains 1 ember for each creature I control that shares a house with 1 or more of its neighbor, to a maximum of 4. Only 1 creature, so nothing. Ha ha ha, take that. Preternatural will. I will never be able to say that properly. If the tide is low, which it is, heal 6 damage from the Keyraken. No damage on him. If the tide is high, I gain 3 chains. Perfect. What a fantastic first turn. Very good for me. So, let's go with Saurian. Although there's no ember to capture and no damage to deal, but well. And no ember to steal from Fixer-Quinka. Hold on. I did forget that the Keyraken reaps. Of course. Therefore, there is something to steal. So I go with Saurian. I get to steal 1. Yay! Okay. Let's see. So let's start with this guy. I may exalt a friendly non-Saurian. I will, and reap with it. There we go. There's a little bit of a glare on my cards, hopefully, because I changed location today, so I'll try to mitigate it as much as I can. Okay. Let's then go with Venator Altum here. Attach the Siren Horn, so gain 1 ember. Capture 1, nothing to capture, and deal 1 damage on himself. Because the Keyraken is not a creature, and I believe the damage peeps can only target creatures. So, yeah. And Faust, which I will use his ability to exalt Venator Altum, because then I can throw the ember on an enemy, and right now it increases the Keyraken's key cost. So it's not a bad thing, I think, at this point of time. Okay, so what have we got coming up? CR Officer Hawkins. I do not have this guy before. Deploy Plague and 1 ember for each of CR Officer Hawkins' non-Star Alliance neighbors. Neat. Alright, well, that guy's good, as long as I've got my Saurian battle line in. That will work well. Barrister Joya making a comeback. Sir Bevor. And Crushing Charge. Alright. So I guess next turn will most likely be Sanctum. Yep. Okay, Keyraken coming in. Slippery Arm, Elusive. Reap if the tide is low. The Keyraken archives 1 adventure card. Defend the Keyraken. Gain 1 ember. Ward the Keyraken and each of its creatures. So, and a ward here and a ward on the Slippery Arm. Okay, so yeah, that glare is a bit annoying there. Not much I can do about this with the location I have right now, unfortunately. My camera is tilted a bit. Well, that's okay. Okay, the Keyraken reaps. And that is the Keyraken's turn. Okay. Enemy. So Barrister Joya, enemy creatures cannot reap. So the Keyraken can still reap, just not his buddies. Okay. Alright. So let's go with Sanctum. So I steal 1 thanks to Science Officer Kincan. Let's see, who do we want to taunt first? Because I don't think Kincan will do much more this game now that the battle line is growing. Then I guess we can play Barrister Joya here, Salvador over there, and then let's play the Taxing Journey, so gain 1 ember. A friendly creature captures 1. Let's put it on Barrister Joya. She's pretty big. Nothing else to capture. Okay, and that is my turn. Okay. Dr. Driscoll with a capture. Elusive action. Heal 2 damage from a creature. Gain 1 ember for each damage healed this way. Okay, that's neat. Which is pretty cool. A bit slow, but cool. D1v3 pod. While the tide is high, this creature gains skirmish. While the tide is low, this creature gains elusive. Useful. Diplomat Agung. Play fight reap. For the remainder of the turn, a friendly creature belongs to the house of your choice in addition to its other houses. Oh, very good. And Decadence. Exalt ready and use a friendly creature, move 1 from a creature to another creature. Nice. Alright, so I think we've got a Star Lion's turn coming up. But first, the Keyraken. Grappling Tentacle. Play. Grappling Tentacle captures 3 from you. If the tide is low, Grappling Tentacle captures 6 instead. Nice. Great. Okay, and race to the surface. 1 ember. For each time the Keyraken has advanced this game, archives 1 adventure card. No. Okay, so the Keyraken reaps because he can. But now Slippery Arm cannot because of Barrister Joya. So, if he cannot reap, what can he do? Should he... does that give him prey? Or just get stuck there not doing anything? Because if he's enraged, then you would have to go for the weakest creature, the least powerful. But now he's not enraged, he just cannot reap. So... How is that described in the rules precisely? Let's double check. So an enraged creature not controlled by a player gains prey, the least powerful creature. But otherwise, I guess it just doesn't do anything. Alright, sweet. I'll take that. Cheers. Okay, my turn. So I could go Star Alliance. Play factory. For the remainder of the turn, a friendly creature belongs to the house of your choice. So I could get this guy to belong to Star Alliance, so I can crash into the Grappling Tentacle. I would like to have... If I could give him Skirmish, that would be even better. But... oh yes, I can actually flip the tide thanks to this guy. So yes, let's do that. This is great. Okay, let's go Star Alliance. So first, let's deploy CR Officer Hawkins. Let's move him, let's say, yeah, between those two, that's fine. Deploy. Gain 1 ember for each of CR Officer Hawkins non-Star Alliance member. So that's 2. There we go. Then I can spend the 2 ember to raise the tide. Then up, I can give the D1v3 pod upgrade to Venator Altum to give him Skirmish. Then, this is where I need more space. I will play Diplomat Agung. So for the remainder of the turn, Venator Altum will belong to House Star Alliance. And then over there I will play Dr. Driscoll, capturing 1 ember on... I guess I'll put it on him. Yep. He's the most powerful creature, so he's this guy's target, but I'm going to destroy him right now, so that's fine. So I'll use Venator Altum to fight Grappling Tentacle. So the Siren Horn moves the Ember there. I fight the Grappling Tentacle, I destroy it, and I've got Skirmish because the tide is high, so I don't take anything in return. This is dead, dealing 3 to the Keyraken. Okay, and then I will reap with Science Officer Kinkan. Wonderful, this is going really well so far. Nice. Okay, what have we got coming up? Orpheon, Lance Chosen. Yeah, I like that. Well, this one I don't like so much, but I like his sister. I don't know, the Sea is Chosen. While the tide is low, he gains 3 armor and gets read capture 2. Can be useful. But the other one that has skirmish and gain 2 when fighting is better. Okay, City State Interest, nice. Rocketeer Triska. While the tide is high, Rocketeer Triska's neighbor enter play ready. Okay, cool. With a draw icon. It's always welcome. And then one more. The Orb of Wonder. Nice! Yeah, that's the first time I get this card. That's exciting. Wonderful. Oof. I think with this deck, with this lineup, that card can do a ton of work. Well, it's great overall anyway, but wow, nice. I really like this deck already. This is really amazing. Okay. Keyraken. Titanic Maw. The Keyraken gains Skirmish. Prey, the most powerful creature. Ah, he's gonna crash into my Venator Altum. Oh well. But only deal 3 damage, so it's okay. And Preternatural Will. If the tide is low, he'll 6 damage. If the tide is high, I gain 3 chains. Alright, where is my chain tracker? Forgot to take out my chain tracker. Yep, 3 chains for me. Okay, so the Keyraken gains Prey, the most powerful creature. So that is most definitely Venator Altum. So he fights Venator Altum. I take 1 damage. And then he deals 3 damage to each of its neighbor. So that's 3 on Faust, and that kills this guy. Alright, I'm sad that Faust will die, though that's really unfortunate. And this guy can't do anything because he cannot reap. Alright, my turn. We forge a key! Ka-ching! Alright. Okay, so what do I want to do? I think Saurian might be the right choice here. Yep. Yeah, let's go with Saurian. We've got quite a few options. Crushing Charge will get discarded. I do not want to play that. Then we've got City State Interest and Decadence. Okay. So we can play City State Interest to capture 1. Is there anything that will capture otherwise? Not really. So yeah, let's play City State Interest and capture that 1 Ember onto, let's see. Well, she's elusive, so she can take it. Okay. Alright. Then we've got some options. So first, let's reap with Faust the Great. Okay. Alright, then to get through this guy, he's got Ward and Elusive. exalt ready and use a friendly creature. So I want to throw something at it that doesn't really matter, so that I can just get rid of the elusive, then throw something else, but no, yeah, so I've got these two that can attack that. Although I don't really care about it, he will deal damage to the Keyraken, but otherwise he's not a big threat. So I say let's just reap with everything. Yeah. So reap. Let's get some. Yeah, let's get some keys going. Let's reap with that. And then I can exalt a friendly non-saurian creature. Yeah, it's fine. Let's exalt this guy, and then I can reap with it. And then I can play Decadence to exalt ready and use a friendly creature, or move an Ember to the Slippery Arm. What would I do? I'll just put Ember everywhere, I don't care. I will, let's see, exalt ready and use my Diplomat. Oh yes, because then I can reap with my Diplomat. And now I can make another creature belong to another house. So let's say that, I don't care, King can belong to Saurian, and so I can reap with him. Okay, so because of that, that would have actually allowed me to kill the Slippery Arm easily, but meh, that's fine, I'll deal with it later. Or I'll wait until there's something big on the board to deal with, other than this. Okay, nice. So we've got 3 cards, 3 chains. Pterodactyl, always welcome. And Light of the Archons, cool. Nice. Really good lineup in this deck. Okay. Keyraken coming up. Devour Hole. For the remainder of the turn, the Keyraken gets Skirmish and Prey, the least powerful creature. It fights, then readies. So, now the Keyraken has both Prey, the most powerful, and Prey, the least powerful. So, I get to pick. So, let's see. He can either crash into Herbivore and destroy Forced, or the most powerful Venator Altum, and then kill Forced. So regardless, Forced will die, that's for sure. Okay, so I don't see many options there. So first, either way, yeah, he will fight these two either twice the same or one and the other, and then Herbivore will die this turn because he will take twice 3 damage, unless I fight this guy twice, but then this one dies. Is that such a bad thing? Maybe. Alright. So let's go for... I kind of want to keep him alive so that if the most powerful creature... Yeah, because that will keep going. And I don't want him to fight Barrister just yet. So I can trash that. So let's have the Keyraken fight Herbivore. So that's 3 damage taken on his armor. Kills Forced. And deal 2 to Barrister. So yeah. and then release. Second card, Tenacious Arm. Alright, so then the Keyraken will fight again, so now he has no other choice but to fight Herbivore. Which is unfortunate because that kills Barrister Joya. Ah, didn't think that through. Because, yeah, I can't fight that. I have to fight that. Damn it. So, fights Herbivore, that kills the Herbivore. Then that 3 damage on Barrister Joya, killing Barrister Joya. Murr. And 3 damage on this guy. So just 1 because 2 are taken on the armor. Yeah, I did not really think that through with the order of triggers and stuff. The game is hard. This is why I suck at Keyforge. So now this can reap. The tide is not low, luckily, so there's that. Okay, well, I forged my second key. Now that his armor is a bit more under control, I can start plowing through the Keyraken. Okay, what will we do with this hand? What have we got on the board? So we've got 3 Star Alliance, 2 Saurian, 1 Sanctum. Okay, I think Star Alliance might be the right choice here, because then we can really boost up Venator Altum with the Light of the Archon. We can heal Venator Altum with Dr. Driscoll. And can't really do much to the... Well, I can, yeah, by reaping here, I can make this guy Star Alliance and then crash into stuff. Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's do that. So first, let's play Rocketeer's Triska and draw a card. See what we get. Reach Advantage. Ooh, new card. I did not have this one before. Gain 1 Ember with 1 damage pip. Play. If the tide is high, a friendly creature captures 3 Ember. Otherwise, raise the tide. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Okay. Let's give this guy a Light of the Archon, make him even more beefy. So, then I can use the action to heal 2 damage from Venator Altum. Gain 1 Ember for each damage healed this way, so that's 2. Lovely. Let's reap with Kincan. And then I can reap with Diplomat Agung. And then give Venator Altum House Star Alliance. Which then I can throw it at the Keyraken. So let's fight the Keyraken. We've got plus 3 power, so 1 power plus 1 armor for each upgrade attached to it. So 1, 2, 3, 3 power. So that's a 10 power creature right now. So it gains before fight, move 1 Ember to the from this creature to the creature it fights. The Keyraken is not a creature, so I guess the Ember stays there. Yeah, the Keyraken doesn't capture, is not a creature, so okay, whatever. Alright, so that's 10 damage going to the Keyraken. He's got 2 armor currently, so 8 damage on the Keyraken. Bang! Roar. Okay. Clearly, this game is going in my favor. This is great. Okay, we've got 4 cards, so I'll just draw 1. The Barrister Joya with the captures. Hello, welcome back, Barrister Joya. Okay, Keyraken. Devour a hole! For the remainder of the turn, the Keyraken gets skirmish and prey the least powerful creature. It fights, then release. Okay, so which targets are eligible to the Keyraken? We've got Venator Altum as the most powerful from Titanic Mo, and Diplomat Agung or Sai Officer King Khan as the least powerful creature. So the Keyraken will have to fight twice, and I can... let's see. So fighting King Khan now will deal 3 and 3, and then if I fight King Khan again, that will kill both of those. If I fight King Khan once and then fight Diplomat Agung, that will kill Dr. Driscoll. If I fight Altum, this guy dies. I don't want this guy to die. I don't care much about King Khan right now, and yeah, I guess I want to keep those alive as much as possible. And if Magistra Vital goes away, then that's too bad. Next turn, I guess I could want to go Saurian next turn. So I would like, if he can be still alive, that would be good. So that would, but that would mean killing him. I don't want him to die. So yeah, let's just crash into King Khan, and oh well, too bad for Magistra. So I will fight King Khan, elusive, but then 3 damage to this, and 3 minus 2, 1 on Salvador. And then the Beast of Dark Legend. Ooh, the symbol of the conspiracy. Play, the Keyraken gains 1 ember for each of my unforged key. Okay, so that's 1 ember. If the tide is high, the Keyraken archives 1 adventure card. There we go. Okay, then the Keyraken will fight King Khan again. So crash into King Khan dies, and then 3 damage deal to each neighbor, so that's General Salvador killed as well, and Magistra Vita killed too. Reap. If the tide is low, the Keyraken archives 1 adventure card. The tide is high. Reap. The Keyraken steals 1 ember from me. Okay. Right. So let's see. What do I want actually? Because I could go with Saurian to put 2. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that, because then he will have to fight the pterodactyl. So I can put pterodactyl here, and then this guy has a ton of armor, so he's not gonna suffer too much. So yeah, let's do that. Cuckoo. Okay, pterodactyl, enter play stand. Alright. Then reach advantage, gain 1 ember, deal 1 damage to, let's say, this guy to pop the ward. It's always good to get rid of wards. The tide is high, so a friendly creature captures 3. Let's put it all on Venator Altum, and hopefully it'll live long enough to slowly feed it to the opponent's creatures. Okay, alright. And then I can use Venator Altum to... let's crash into the creatures. That's not as efficient, but I think then I can get that ember of him. And I'll deal with the Keyraken after. So I will fight the Tenacious Arm, so that's 1 Ember going there. That goes back to me, Tenacious Arm is destroyed, and deals 3 damage to the Keyraken. Okay, and that is my turn. I've got 3 cards, so 4, Gorm of oh cool, artifact control with a capture, well, why not? And then Orpheus is chosen, yes, because we got her bro Orpheon, oh, they're there, and that was my last chain. Okay, so a full Sanctum hand right there. Will I need to play a Sanctum next turn? Not sure. Okay, Keyraken with the archive. Here we go. Rise to the surface, 1 Ember. For each time the Keyraken has advanced this game, it archives 1 adventure card, and I draw that many. 0. I've got you under control, Keyraken. Swift Current, 2 Ember. Artifact. Action, the Keyraken's creatures with the highest power captures 1 from me. If I have no Ember, destroy Swift Current and lower the tide. And Primordial, the Keyraken gains Reap, archive 1 adventure card. After a player forges a key, destroy Primordial. So Primordial will get destroyed, not that it's gonna do anything, because Titanic Maw is there. So Keyraken fights the most powerful creature, that would be Pterodactyl. Dealing 3 damage to Pterodactyl, and 3 taken on the 5 armor of Venator Altum. No big deal. And then Slippery Arm Reaps. Okay. Wonderful. I forge my last key. So no armor on the Keyraken, and Primordial is destroyed. Okay. So I could dish out my Sanctum, but I feel like right now I could just carry on with my Star Alliance, plow through the Keyraken, and finish this. But it's kind of nice to make it last a bit and see what else is there in that deck. Cause yeah, right now oh, I could have played Pterodactyl next to Rocketeer Triska, but then she would have died. Oh, well, not yet. Because then it would have been ready and I could have understand it. Oh well. Okay. Let's make it last a little, shall we? Let's go through my hand. Put down some stuff. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, and then I can play Orpheus, fight, gain 2 Ember, deal some damage. Alright, yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Okay, make some space. Okay, so we go with Orpheus is chosen, who comes in ready. The tide is high, so it's got skirmish and fight, gain 2 Ember. Let's fight the Keyraken. So it's 3 damage on the Keyraken, and I gain 2 Ember. Let's put down a Gorm of capture 1 Ember. Let's see, who will get that Ember? Let's say Pterodactyl will take a while, so let's put it there. Okay. Let's play down an Orb of Wonder. Can use it next turn to go get something. Let's then play Barrister Joya over here with a captured 2. Let's put 1 on herself and the other on Venator Altum. And finally, Ophion Lens Chosen over there. Alright. Neat. Okay. What have we got coming up now? What kind of surprise this deck still has in store for us? Grand Melee with a pip enhancement. Nice. Play, destroy each creature that does not share a house with at least one of its neighbors. Well, obviously that's not good against the Keyraken, but otherwise, nice. Consul Primus with a draw pip. General Salvador with a Ember pip. Xeno Training. For each house represented among friendly creature, a friendly creature captures one. Mutagenesis Researcher. I guess, yeah, we got all those enhancements, so that card kind of needed to be there in a way. And Sensor Philo. Right. Okie dokie. Keyraken. The Keyraken advances. Okay. Left in its wake. One Ember. Exhaust my most powerful creature and each creature I control that shares a house with it. So that will be the Pterodactyl, Venator Altum, and that's it. If the tide is high, the Keyraken archives an adventure card. It is low, so no archive. Emergence, one Ember. Destroy one of my artifacts and exhaust 3 of my creatures. Okay, well, let's blast the Gorm of then, because I want to use my Orb of Wonder to see what is left in there. And exhaust 3 of my creatures. So, what should we play next turn? We've got a 2/2/2 hand, classic. Well, Grand Melee will actually destroy Slippery Arm, because he does not have any neighbor, and will destroy none of my creatures. So... yeah. Okay, so I say we'll go with Sanctum next turn. So let's exhaust my 3 Star Alliance. Alright. The Keyraken fights Pterodactyl. And then the Slippery Arm reaps and archives. One adventure card. Okay, and this, the Keyraken's creature with the highest power captures 1. There we go. Okay. So let's go with Sanctum. Okay. Grand Melee. So destroy each creature that does not share a house with at least one of its neighbors. Everybody shares a house with one of its neighbors over here. There's no neighbor, so this guy dies and deals 3 damage to the Keyraken. Nice. General Salvador with a Pip of Ember. Makes him ever so slightly more useful. Okay, so Ophion can reap and capture 2 while the tide is low, so let's benefit from that. Let's reap with Ophion Lens Chosen and capture 2. Okay. Let's spend 2 to flip the tide. Don't have any keys to forge, so my Ember is all for the tide now. Oh yeah, let's destroy Orb of Wonder and see what other surprises we've got in this deck. Lapisaurus. Another Mutagenesis Researcher with 2 capture icon. Oh, cool. Marshal Ewer. Play, fight, raise the tide. Technobabble. Stun a creature and each of its neighbors that shares a house with it. And another CR Officer Hawkins. Cool. So I'd say next turn we should go with... I guess Star Alliance might be a good choice. We've got... yeah. Yeah, let's go with Star Alliance. Let's see, what should we grab? Technobabble seems like a good choice right now, because then I can stun whatever will come from the Keyraken. Yep. Up. Let's get a Technobabble. Okay. Nice. So I don't care about my hand anymore. Let's. I had Barrister Joya in play, and I ripped with the Slippery Arm. So actually, the Slippery Arm was not supposed to rip on the previous turn. Ah, okay. That's too bad. You do not get that Ember, Keyraken. So, okay, let's. Yeah, I flipped the tide. So Orpheus is chosen can fight the Keyraken, deal another 3 damage, and I get more Ember that I do not need, but yeah, whatever. And I suppose I can use Barrister Joya, and then I will heal her with Dr. Driscoll. So let's use Barrister Joya to fight the Keyraken, deal 5 damage, take 3 in return. No, 2. There's 1 armor. Okay, what's our tally against the Keyraken right now? 10, 19, 15, so 25 already? Wow, cool. It's almost dead. Okay. Keyraken coming up. Swift Current. Another one. Gain 2 Ember. Emergence. Gain 1 Ember. Destroy 1 of my artifact and exhaust 3 of my creatures. Let's exhaust those guys. I don't care. The evil in the ranks. Deal 3 to each of my flank creatures. And if the tide is high, the Keyraken archives 1 adventure card. So that's 1 damage on Salvador and another 3 on poor Pterodactyl, who keeps taking a ton in his face. The Keyraken fights Pterodactyl, finishing it off. You served your purpose really well, Pterodactyl, thank you very much. And then Swift Current does nothing, because there's no capture and creatures to capture. Alright, so Star Alliance it is. Okay, well, I guess like it doesn't matter what I do, because I just need to throw Venator Altum at the Keyraken, and boom! Game over. Another 10 damage into his face. Bang! And the Keyraken is destroyed. Victory for Mrs. Emil L.I. Müller. Very, very cool deck. This is a very, very nice pool, I have to say. With Orpheal and Orpheon, Orb of Wonder, double Barrister Joya. Decent Saurian lineup. Yeah, and yeah, like getting all those upgrades on this guy makes him really, really savage. That's cool. That's really cool deck. That's super fun, super interesting. Like I think this deck is really, really nice to learn. It's got a lot of skill testing options. It seems, yeah. I need to see how fast it would go generating Ember, but it seems like it's got a ton of potential for standard Keyforge games. Let's see how many raw Embers we have in there. It felt like it had a decent amount, but let's double check. That might just be the feeling of it. So How many pips of Ember have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so not a ton of Ember pips. But when you start building a board, like if this guy can stay in play, that increases efficiency quite a bit. Then she also can bring a bit of efficiency. Orphiel, always amazing. And then a very good amount of capture in this deck. Xeno training, well, so Dr. Driscoll is great for getting some Ember by healing damage as well. And yeah, capture wise, we've got a capture here, we've got Xeno training, we've got Barrister Joya with 2 captures. This guy, if the tide is low, a mutagenesis researcher with 2 captures as well. This guy also great for getting quick Ember. The Orb of Wonder, amazing. Super chuffed having that card in there. A bit of board control with Grand Melee. Gorm of Home for artifact control. Capture 3 if the tide is high. Forced to make keys cost more. City-state interest, always fantastic. Another CR Officer Hawkins, 2 of them. Taxing Journey as well. So yeah, there's really good control in this deck. Both Ember and board control with the double Joya. That really will wreck the opponent's day if they need their board. So yeah, that seems to be quite a well-rounded deck I've got there. Very much looking forward to testing that one in a classic Keyforge game. Nice. Well, thank you very much for watching this game. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching what I do if you like. Subscribe, share around the internet. Let me know if I could do something different, better. And yeah, I'll see you next time for another game. Cheers.